Happy November 1st. I can't believe October is gone. I know I say this a lot in my videos if you have been watching, but I just can't believe how fast time flies. When Halloween ends, it really, at least for me, feels like, okay, this year is ending. This is it. We don't have that much time left. I love the holidays, but I know it can be very stressful for a lot of people. I still work full time. We do get at least Thanksgiving Day off, as well as the day after for Christmas, which I celebrate. My job only gives us Christmas Day off. It's a lot of juggling, but it's something to hold on to just because, you know, we're not guaranteed tomorrow, and obviously there's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of pain in this world, and so I try my best to hold on to the things that I can. I wanted to show you some stuff that I purchased, so I'll put down my water and then let's get into the haul. I have goodies from Disney. I do have some returns to make, and I didn't think about it last night when we were there. It was kind of, you know, spur of the moment Halloween trip, but we do have a reservation next Saturday, so a week from today. So I'll just have to remember to make sure I do that return. This collection dropped, I believe, this summer when the 70th anniversary celebrations started at Disneyland. And so this is part of a series. I believe it's going to be in 4 parts. I've already shown the first part in a previous video, but they came out with series 2. Hopefully it will focus on the pins. So we have Matterhorn there with different characters like that you would see near Fantasyland. So I'm curious, my previous series, I believe it had Space Mountain, if I'm not mistaken, is the bigger pin. And then there were some like Fantasyland characters on there. There was Snow White, there was Dopey, and then it had Goofy and Donald. I'll be curious to see what series 3 and 4 will have. Looks like they're wanting to go for some major attractions for the big pin in the center. So I picked up that. And then a holiday pin. I got this Disneyland Resort Christmas pin. Got the castle. You can see Space Mountain here, Carthay Circle, and the Pixar Pal Around for the California Adventure side. This was not like limited edition or like a Magic Key exclusive, so it's available to anybody. And I did see some of these still yesterday, so that is still in the park if you are going to be heading there anytime soon. There were some new ornaments that dropped. I picked these up in the Disney Home store in downtown Disney. So first we have Jacques and Gus from Cinderella. Cinderella is like one of my favorite Disney characters, if you didn't know. And so I do have a lot of Cinderella pieces. I have pins that I'm collecting, art by different artists that they sell like at the parks, spirit jerseys, clothing pieces, and ornaments. I do have several Cinderella ornaments in my holiday decorations, which are in storage. I'll probably add this ornament to my little like 3-foot pink tree. I'll have to figure out where it's going to go in my room, since last holiday I did not have this shelving unit. So I'm gonna have to figure out where to put the tree, but that will definitely go on my Cinderella tree. And then this last ornament that I picked up is this little storybook of The Sword and the Stone, one of my favorite Disney movies. I feel like there are some that, I don't know if it's because they're older or just because they're not super like represented anymore, if that makes any sense. Like The Sword and the Stone, one of my absolute favorite Disney movies. Robin Hood. So there's just like, I don't know, maybe a period of movies, Disney movies, that most people don't really watch. I mean, people will rewatch Moana and they'll rewatch Frozen. Are they rewatching The Sword and the Stone? It's a classic. And so this, if you open it up, It's got this nice graphic of Arthur pulling the sword from the stone. Spoiler. It does have an audio component to it. I haven't taken out the little tag to save the battery, but I believe it like has some of the music from the movie The Sword in the Stone. I did buy the Cinderella version last year, so I don't know if this will go on my Cinderella tree, but I'll find a place for it. They did have Pinocchio as well, and I was tempted to get that as well, but just considering how much some of these things cost, of course prices have gone up, unfortunately, so I just grabbed those two for now. Just a few more things from Disney. Last night when we went to the park, Carl and I went on Star Tours, and of course the exit of the attraction, like many attractions in the parks, are leading to the gift shops, and there was just one item that I had wanted before and I didn't get it, but I saw it last night and I bought it. So it is this, whoops, it's unbuttoned, hold on. So I got this Roosevelt's shirt. So yes, these are predominantly for men, but I do not give a fig. So I got the Darth Vader Roosevelt's shirt. It was pricey, I mean $80, and then I got to use my Magic Key discount on top of that, but it's a really nice quality shirt. It's very lightweight, and I feel like this will be perfect, especially in May when it's like Star Wars Day and like I want to dress up and go to the parks. I also don't want to be sweating and melting, but I still want to represent Star Wars. So I think this will be nice. I'm thinking of having like bike shorts and like maybe a tank top underneath, and then this could just kind of be like open, you know, kind of like a little shawl, but it's still a shirt. But I went with the largest size possible, which is a 3X, just so that I can have it be really loose and just flowing, and yeah, I love it. Lastly, for Disney, I didn't think to show this when they were still like in their packaging. I was too excited. I already cleaned some bracelets this morning, and I put my new charms on bracelets that I already had. So bear with me, I'm gonna have to show you the new ones. All right, so I switched out my Halloween charms and Christmas is here. I purchased a few new charms yesterday. So one of the new ones I got is this cute little Mickey. He's holding a candy cane, and I don't know if you can really tell, but in the enamel it's got like a glitter, so he's like sparkly, kind of like Christmas magic. I also had to get the mini version, and I don't think she's holding anything, or I can't really tell. I think her arms are just spread out and she's being cute. Yeah. She also has the sparkly glitter in the enamel. And then the third one that I got for my Christmas bracelet is this bead. It's like a Murano glass bead. I love that it looks like peppermint stripes, and then it looks like there's some garlands or maybe like a wreath on the sides. So my Christmas bracelet is definitely stacked. I'm really excited to be able to wear this. I love finding new pieces each year and adding on to it. I don't know if I'll get some clips, just because as you can see the charms are kind of roaming around on their own. I think it's fine for now, but I may or may not get some clips for that. And this is my favorite bracelet that I have. It has all of my like favorite Disneyland charms on here. And the one that is new is Sven. Super cute. He also has glitter in the enamel. Super, super cute. Carrot in his mouth. So I moved some things around since this bracelet is pretty much as full as it can get. But I wanted him to be next to my Anna and Elsa. That one's a Hong Kong Disneyland exclusive, but it ended up being at the Disney parks in California. So I'm really happy I got that. 2 amazing bracelets, and I just cleaned them this morning, so they are nice and sparkly and clean. All right, I'm gonna try to wrap this up as best as I can. We did some fun things in October. I don't think I mentioned that I got a smartwatch. So I got the Garmin Venu 4, so it's one of their newer smartwatches. I got this a few weeks ago actually, and I've been wearing it every day. I don't wear it to sleep. I'm mostly tracking my distance, especially when I go for my jogs. I want to track my pace since the Run Disney policy, you do need to stay, I believe, under a 16-minute mile. And just right now, with a combination of things, with my knee predominantly being the problem, and then chronic coughing, I am not running the way that I was 5 years ago when I did the Princess Half Marathon in Florida. So I'm hoping that with each week it gets better and better, and I feel more confident and prepared to run the Disneyland Half Marathon at the end of January. Who knows what's going to happen this month? I know that Wicked Part 2 is coming out in literally like 3 weeks. It's finally here. I remember when I saw Part 1 in the theater, I was just like, I have to wait a year to see the remaining piece. But it's here. It's almost here. I know it's gonna be amazing, but I'm not gonna say it's like the best movie of my life. Maybe it will be, but I know I'll love it. We'll see how much I love it. I'm going down to Starbucks to see if they have that glass bear cup. It's probably not there. I had my alarm set for 3 o'clock, but obviously I slept through it because it's early. But let's just go down and see if it's there. It's there. If not, I'll come back home. So as I predicted, everything is sold out. I went to 2 different Starbucks locations, and the first one had like maybe 1 holiday themed cup left. The second one had a bit more, but none of the Hello Kitty and not the bear cup. So I figured maybe they'll restock it, but again, I can't wait in line at 2 a.m. like apparently some people did at one of the Starbucks that I went to. I just lifted off my seat. Yeah. Okay, so Carl checked the app, and apparently we got the veggie wraps instead of the Ronto wrap. So meatless, but it still tastes good. But we definitely paid for the Ronto wrap, but oh well.
Off in the distance are the towering peaks of Big Thunder Mountain. The mountain has been seized by...
Okay, it is raining, so I am just now leaving work. It is finally the day that I get to see Wicked for good. I've been counting down the hours. I have my Wicked Elphaba cardigan. I'm heading to Sinopolis. It's just me tonight. I have to see it. Tomorrow is a friend's birthday party / Wicked party, so I can't see it on the Friday that it releases. And then I have another party on Saturday and regular like chores and errands and stuff over the weekend. So I'm just gonna see it now. I kind of wanted to see it on Monday when they had the Amazon Prime early screening, but the only seats that were left were like right in front of the screen, and I'm not gonna look up at the screen for 2 hours like that. So I have a nice seat waiting for me at Cinépolis. It's at 7. It's probably like close to 5:30 at this point because I had to work a little late today, but I should get there in time and hopefully get a good parking spot and get in my seat and order my dinner. I probably should have brought makeup wipes to remove my eye makeup because I'm sure it's not going to be needed after a certain point in the movie. But anyway, I'm excited. I have heard mixed reviews, but just knowing how much the story and the music of the show means to me, I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy it no matter what. I'm sure there's always going to be those moments of, I wish I could have seen this, or I wish they did this, but that's because we each have our own preconceived expectations and ideas and like dreams for things, and it's not a bad thing if you don't see that. You know, just like with Marvel, Star Wars, like other movies, you're not always going to get every single thing that you want in a film, but they can still be great. So anyway, I'm going to drive safely in this rain, get to Cinépolis, and let's go be changed for good. Surprisingly, I didn't cry as much as I thought I was going to. I don't know if it was because I was just by myself, with like strangers around me that I didn't feel comfortable, but it's hitting me now. I'm just sitting in my car in the rain, so it's perfect, you know, melancholy atmosphere. I really enjoyed it. I don't want to give any spoilers away, especially for people who haven't had a chance to see it yet. They did a good job. I was pleased. I mean, nothing is ever going to be perfect. All things considered, just the time, the effort, the detail, I think it was really well done. You never want it to end, and the story itself doesn't necessarily end on, you know, the most positive note. And I think that's what makes art so special, because art imitates life sometimes, and sometimes things don't end up the way that you planned. And I think, you know, that's what resonates with so many of us, and in particular with this story of these two friends, you know, enemies to friends. I think a lot of people, myself included, can relate to having someone in your life that was so significant for you, whether it was, you know, positively influencing or negatively influencing, or both. I think we all can relate to that, and the choices that you make in each other's lives and how that can alter your friendships or your relationships with one another. I'm still a mess. Happy, Wicked, For Good. The music is now live. It's like after 9 o'clock. It's probably 10 o'clock by now. So the soundtrack is now ours, and thank you to all of the cast and crew. Steven Schwartz, thank you. So, yeah. I want this so bad. Oh my goodness. This would be perfect for all of my arts and crafts stuff. But I don't have my own place. It's like I could get it to put in storage and then have stuff in the drawers. I wish I had a few more of the deeper drawers. But that's so nice. So you can even have outlets. So like if you needed to plug in your Cricut or anything, or your laptop. This is great. I need it. This is one of my favorite pieces of art that I have ever seen here at Disneyland. I mean, the painting itself is just so gorgeous. But then to top it off, you have this custom-made frame to look like a vintage TV set. It's perfect, and I wish I could have it so badly. This is by Scooter Burrows, and I don't remember who the custom frame was made by, but it's just so amazing, magical. Sorry it's noisy because I'm on Main Street, but I picked up, I think this might be the last of the series. I only got one other one. Unfortunately, I missed 2 of them, but maybe I'll find someone who has extras of the first card of the month and the 3rd one from last week. I didn't think to ask if they had the old ones, but they may only be having these ones today. But this one's cute, so I'll put this one with my 2nd one at home. I like the cookie. I don't know if I like the dip.
Really?
I think I was expecting something more like buttercream.
Really? Oh, this
Maybe?
is definitely frosted. Icy. It's icy.
Yeah, it's more like what you would make a gingerbread house with, right? Mm-hmm. It's still yummy.
Yeah, what's your name? Nice to meet you. My name's Douglas Fern. Yeah, I'm Douglas the Fourth. My brother's name is Douglas the Third.
Alright, here we go. Alright, there's no little pamphlet with a picture of what you get. So you still don't know. You gotta open it. Ah! I got Orange Bird!
Oh, you said it.
Yay! I got the one I wanted. Mwah. Okay. Good. I'm happy. It is Tuesday of Thanksgiving week. I had a really lovely time at Disneyland with my old coworker and friend Elizabeth. So good to see her and spend some time at Disney, my favorite place. I have just a couple of days of work this week and then I'm off. So it'll be a nice little reset before the very, very busy holidays. Today I am seeing, once again, Wicked for Good with some friends. And I had to get this out of storage. I had to get my Glinda Starbucks tumbler that I picked up last year. I don't think they had any collaboration this year for Wicked for Good, which I'm surprised, but I did get the Stanley collection that dropped this year as well as last year. I'm excited for seeing Wicked again, and yeah, I'm manifesting a good week.
No.
Time for Wicked! Round 2. Alright, here we are. I am still sick, but feeling much better than the last 3 days. 2 days I was pretty much just in bed. I'm still kind of congested and sniffly, but I was able to get out of the house, get out of my bedroom, and get my nails done. It's like this cranberry red with red glitter on top, really pretty. I was sneezing so bad in the salon. You can see the powder literally coming off of my clothes. So just imagine like you're already sick, not feeling well, and then just like the powder, because I do the hard gel, the powder like just in the air, even when I'm not sick, it just gets to me and I have like a coughing fit or a sneezing fit. I'm glad I at least had the mask, and I even had like a cough drop. I could take this off now that I'm in the car. I look lovely for someone who's been sick for 3 days. I don't have any tissues in the car, otherwise I'd blow my nose, but I'm hoping that this is the turnaround for whatever it was that hit me like a ton of bricks. I don't think it was COVID. I think it was just like a really nasty infection. I know my mom had an ear infection, but I don't know if we had similar symptoms. It really hit me. Like, I had to come home from work early on Wednesday, so I left like 3 hours early, used some vacation time for that, but I was done and I went straight to bed. I had the worst sinus headache last night. Oh my gosh, it hurt so bad. But thankfully I'm feeling a lot more like myself today. I feel like I can smell things again. I'm hoping this is the turnaround. I'm hoping that I'm feeling better. Thankfully I had this 4-day weekend for the holiday, and that was a huge blessing so that I could just stay home and rest and get better. But the downside of that was I missed Thanksgiving. I literally was just in my room like all day yesterday. Didn't leave once. I bought stuff to make treats for like a post-Thanksgiving, maybe game night. Haven't done that. Haven't even decorated for Christmas yet. Like, who am I? But obviously it was time for my body to stop and to rest. I want to try to at least take down all of my fall decor and take it to storage and then pick up all of my Christmas decorations. And so if I have the strength to do that, Carl and I will go to the storage unit to switch autumn for Christmas. And then just depending on my energy, like I know I tried cleaning a little bit in my room yesterday and I would just get so tired I'd have to lay down. It was ridiculous. Hopefully I'll be able to do a little bit of decorating today and then a little bit more tomorrow. And then if not today, maybe tomorrow before my parents leave for Costa Rica, we will have those little treats and maybe a little game
celebration time. It's not how I wanted November to end necessarily, but that's just life for you. At least I'm feeling better on day 4, so fingers crossed that I am not sick again for the holidays. I need to wear masks more. It's my fault for not doing that, especially around this time of year. Hello again. Please excuse my messy room and lovely zit, but I wanted to show the things that I didn't get to show yesterday. It's actually the next day, even though I'm wearing like the same outfit. That's how it goes. I'm still under the weather, in case you can't tell, but I wanted to show some of the new things that I've gotten recently to kind of wrap up this November video. Little sneak peek at my Christmas tree. This is just one Christmas tree. I put my pink one in here, and I have all these different Cinderella ornaments. I still have one more ornament in storage, but yeah, pink mist, love it. But what I really wanted to show you was my new Taylor Swift snow globe. This dropped, I think, a little over a week ago. She had like a bunch of different holiday drops, and I was able to grab this. It plays You're on Your Own Kid, the live edition from the Eras Tour film. I haven't put batteries in it just yet to hear it, but it's nice and small. I mean, you can see compared to my hand, it's not as big as I thought it was going to be. I mean, my Tortured Poets one, I think, is big just because, like, the books, but they're still pretty small. I was able to fit them on this shelf, so you can see, like, my Taylor Swift shelf situation here, and I thought it would be good to have the Eras Tour snow globe next to my bracelets, and then Tortured Poets is next to my Record Store Day Fortnite vinyl. Second thing I got was this jumper. So again, one of the holiday drops. She had just a few things with this print, and it's like hand-drawn images of Taylor and all of her different outfits from the Eras Tour. And I was at physical therapy when this collection dropped, and I was getting dressed for work in the bathroom, and I had the mug in my cart, but the service was so bad. By the time like I found service again, the mug was gone, but I was able to get this jumper. I just got the biggest one, the 4X, so that it could be nice and oversized. I like the red, like the burgundy color on the accents here, and there is the embroidery that says Taylor Swift. I feel like it could be a little bit cleaner with the embroidery, but I still like it. Last but certainly not least, I finally got my hands on a red cardigan. This was the last one that I needed to fulfill like at least my current collection, excluding the holiday like exclusive folklore cardigans, which I don't know if she's ever gonna come back with those. So in terms of the albums, this was the last one that I needed. I got the medium large because the majority of my cardigans are the medium large, but I kind of wish that I had opted for the extra large 2XL for this one, just because I feel like around the waist especially, and the bottom of the cardigan, it's very tight. Like this does have a little bit of a give, a little bit of stretch, but this I would say is like one of my smallest cardigans, which is so frustrating that, you know, sizes can be different. Each cardigan is ever so slightly different, which, I mean, there's pros and cons to that, but in terms of sizing, that's a con that you don't know what you're gonna get. It's fine. I will still love her. It's very, very soft, one of the softer cardigans, and I noticed that all of them now have the tags here. So if you're ever curious, like what edition you have, or if you have like a dupe, I know that people used to like check the tag here, which this one is completely different. It looks a little more, you know, like manufactured compared to like the previous tag. I think it was just one. Let me see if I can find one. Got all my cardigans here. So here's like my OG, which this one is not as soft. And notice how it just has this one tag. And so I know a lot of people used to compare, like, look for this tag, it looks like this. It didn't have the tag at the neck, but now all the newer ones, you can see, have the tag. Sorry, my closet's kind of full here. But they all have a tag. So those are my Taylor Swift goodies. Merry Christmas to me. Thank you, Taylor and team. Sorry, I know this looks ridiculous, but anyway, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me. This year has been full of ups and downs, but I hope, you know, if anything, you can find something to relate to, whether it's me talking about my health issues or going to Disney, sharing stuff that I love. I really appreciate you and your time. I hope you have a wonderful December. Tomorrow's December 1st, so today's the first day of Advent. Crazy. Yeah, let's finish this year strong.